Imagine going to a country at the age of 4 illegally, and though you were just a little kid innocent of the process, you still end up paying the price for it every day in your lives. Many people can just imagine this, but for majority of my life and for almost 1 million people in the US today, this is how we live like. DACA, which stands for Deferred Actions for Childhood Arrivals, was passed under Barack Obama to protect us from being deported to a country we never really got to know. With DACA, we are allowed to have a work permit, social security, and something to protect us from being deported back. To have DACA, you have to meet certain requirements. You have to have come here as a minor under the age of 16, which proves that we are innocent because minors usually follow what their guardians and parents do. We have to have lived in the US since 2007. We have to have a high school diploma or GED and prove that our grades are really good. To the immigration office, we are not allowed to obtain federal aid from FAFSA even if we prove that our parents make little to nothing, meaning that if we want to go to university and have a good life in America, we have to really work hard for it. We cannot leave the country, we cannot get citizenship through it, and our driver's license and work permit expires the same time that our DACA expires. Before Donald Trump came into office, we had to renew our DACA every 2 years, but after he came into office, he changed it to every 1 year that we have to renew it, and it costs about $495 to renew it. So if you add it up, it can be pretty pricey if you have to renew it every year. The reason why I'm telling you guys about DACA is because almost 1 million people today in the US have DACA, and they come from all over the world. These people, including myself, the people that I worked with, studied with, and articles that I read, came here as kids or as babies, and they became really Americanized. They lost touch with their culture, their native language, and their native country is basically just a strange place. I read an article about a lady named Sosa, and she came here as a baby from Mexico, and as an adult she is relearning Spanish, even though she came from Mexico. She is relearning Spanish because she is so afraid of being deported back because politicians like Donald Trump is trying to remove DACA. He's been trying to remove DACA in 2018. I remember protesting downtown with a couple of 100 people. And in 2020, he also tried, but the Supreme Court said no because his paperwork were wrong, which means that it wasn't a moral issue, it was more of a paperwork issue. So that means that if he wants to go back and try again with the right paperwork, he can remove DACA and possibly end the lives of 1 million people because we will not have work permits, social security, we won't have our driver's license because everything expires as soon as DACA expires. I hope that by me telling my story and the story of 1 million people today informed you guys of something that is very big in America today. We came here as kids, completely innocent, but we still suffer the consequences of it every day in our lives. We still go to sleep scared of being deported back to a country we don't really know anything about. I really hope that you guys vote smart this election and that you guys learned something very valuable today, and thank you for watching.